Butch, 1-0. That's always a good start to the season, the plan as a team. Now you get your arch nemesis as a program up north at their place on Saturday. How difficult is it to turn the page after an emotional win against Arizona to now, man, we got to get right back to work?
I don't think it's been too tough. Coach Itaka has mentioned that our thing is to focus on ourselves. That's something we did against Arizona, and he wants us to continue to focus on ourselves because the mistakes that we made against Arizona can't happen again against Utah. If we correct our mistakes, we'll see a better win. We won't see as close of a score. And I think defensively and offensively, we still have a long ways to go, but we're all continuing to improve daily.
What stuck out from the game defensively that you guys did in holding, Arizona to 16 points?
What was weird is we managed at the end to hold them only to 58 plays, and that was phenomenal for us because supposedly they get from 80 to 100 plays, and if they can get that many plays, they'll score a lot of points. So I think Coach Tuyaki and the defensive coaching staff did a great job of preparing us and putting us in perfect situations to where we could contain the quarterback, stop the running backs, and our DBs were in great coverage, so our defensive linemen were able to get a ton of sacks.
Before we started this interview, we were chatting about the two-point conversion that you got an interception on. That doesn't show up in the statistics. So we're going to make that an official BYU Sports Nation interception now.
Yeah. We gave you
I get one. Okay, that's fine.
Congratulations.
So you have an interception in our record book. But the thing about that is that play happening allowed BYU to win the game instead of just potentially tying it with a field goal.
I mean, we just wanted to get a stop. That's all we really wanted. We didn't really care for whoever made the play. Coach was like, if you guys get a stop here, I promise you guys will win. And so I managed to get a pick, and what was going through my mind after that was get the ball to the ref, let's continue to go, and let's see what happens.
Is Butch your first name or a nickname?
It's my middle name.
What's your middle name?
Yes, sir.
What's your first name, if you don't mind me asking?
Donnie. Yeah.
Okay.
Named after my dad's football coach, Don Butcher.
So where is Butch from?
I've grown up, that's what everyone else has called me. That's what my parents have called me. I'm the only one in my family that has that kind of name. Everyone else has a Tongan name. So I'm the black sheep of the family, I guess you could say, but it's okay.
I think it's a great name for a middle linebacker, Butch.
A lot better than Donnie. Everyone else would be like, whoa, who's this guy? Donnie.
There's a famous Donnie around these parts.
Donnie Osmond.
That's true. This is true. But he doesn't play middle linebacker. So.
No, he performs in Las Vegas.
And he didn't have an interception on a two-point conversion.
All right, we're here with Butch Pau'u, and you corrected our pronunciation. You told us the proper pronunciation. What's the weirdest thing that you've ever heard your last name called by a broadcaster or a reporter?
Pooh. Donnie Pooh. But that didn't happen that wasn't from a broadcaster or reporter. It was from people that I taught in the mission. They couldn't pronounce Pau'u. They pronounced Pooh. So other Pooh was my name.
It's a classic tale.
For 2 years. Yeah. Thank you, Honduras.
I was going to say, where'd you go? What has this experience so far been like for you? Because you're the starting middle linebacker at BYU. That's a big responsibility.
I think it's definitely a dream come true. I've played the middle linebacker position since I was 6. My dad has taught me the ins and outs of the defense. We spent countless hours at the park just going through drills. And my mom and dad and I were all crying after the game just to know that I was able to play again. I mean, my parents told me growing up that there are going to be a lot of doubters, especially with how tall I am and with how small I am. But I think just with continued effort and continued work ethic, I've managed to come this far, and I mean, we can only go further.
What did you learn about yourself and the skills that you bring to the field in that first game against Arizona?
That I have a long ways to go. I learned that, what I learned in high school was good, and that helped me to make some plays against Arizona. But I learned that, film doesn't lie. I still have a long ways to go. I made a ton of mistakes, and that's what's humbled me a ton. After the game, everyone was saying, congrats, great game, great game. But I saw the film, Francis and I watched the film right after on the plane, and I was just disappointed in the way I played because, yes, there were a few plays that I made, but there were more errors that I had made, and so we're just trying to correct that and work on those to get better.
And that's got to feel a little better in a win versus a loss, but what can you say about the matchup with Utah as you guys prepare for the Utes this weekend?
I think key for us is just to play our game. We saw that if we play our game against Utah the way we played against Arizona, if we just limit the penalties, if we can stay sound in our assignments, I think we'll be okay.
Does this game, because you're from California, and I guess you're planted into the rivalry, what kind of added significance does this game carry for you?
Well, I mean, I got a bit of the taste last year. Just being able to be a part of the Vegas Bowl, the whole experience, seeing how rowdy the crowds were with us as players. I still don't understand all of it. I've seen videos, I've read about it, I've heard people tell me their stories and their side of their experiences, but I still feel like once I play in it, I'll be able to get my own understanding and be able to tell you guys afterwards how I felt and what it was like.
All right, Butch, thanks for the time, man. Best of luck against the University of Utah.
Thank you so much.